Chapter 2 Might Makes Right. I went vegan at the age of 22, going on 23, back in 2005, and at that time I weighed about 135 pounds, 140 at best. I am a small guy by birthright. My mother isn't even 5 feet tall, and my father, the tallest in his family's history, is a mean 5 feet and 10 inches. Not a small guy necessarily, but considering that both my grandfathers were 5'7" or so, and that all my uncles are anywhere between that and 5'9" at best, it is clear that the genetic odds of me being a naturally big, intimidating guy were never likely. As you well know, the primary stereotypes vegans deal with daily, at least up until now perhaps, are those of being weak, wimpy, and eating nothing but salad. I would be lying if I were to say that dealing with those stereotypes have not influenced me to test the limits of my own strength, to push back against the prevailing assumptions and prove people wrong for the sake of the animals. Granted, if you were just living as you do to prove other people wrong, you're wasting your time. But some great motivation can come from being an underdog nonetheless. The process of becoming stronger has taught me many life lessons and boosted my capacity for self-discipline. It has also given me some advantages in the social sphere. Fact: people generally react much more affirmatively to others who emanate strength and confidence. People who come off as timid and weak are often overlooked or ignored by those who are larger or have more social currency, even if they have coherent, rational points to make. No one really cares if you're right. They care how you assert yourself, because people can feel that. Those who look physically capable of overpowering you are naturally going to command more of your attention. I'm not saying it is fair, but it is the way it is. We've all seen this in school, in the workplace, in the gym, and perhaps even in our own families. So let's be real. If we want to help animals, we need to command more attention, and we need to do it confidently, like leaders and winners, not desperately. I used to cower at the thought of getting in a fight or having to defend myself in a dire situation. Now, though, I would welcome it. I know my strength, and there are times I would just like to see what I can do with it if someone else should have a smart enough mouth. For better or for worse, that is the kind of testosterone boost eating tofu every day and squatting 3 times a week will give you. If anything, being vegan has only led me to approach life more aggressively, rather than the other way around, contrary to what all the stereotypes portray about vegans. Likewise, no one would have ever asked for my health or lifting advice as a scrawny 135-pound herbivore. But now, as a competitive powerlifter thriving on a vegan diet, I get so overwhelmed with people asking for my help that I had to write this book. Even non-vegans, aka soon-to-be vegans, ask me for strength and health advice regularly. A little strength can go a long way, for personal wellness, self-esteem, and for helping the plight of our animal friends. Build yourself and you will make people pay attention. It is absolutely true that might makes right. What you do with your might, though, makes all the difference in the world. You can use it to justify or enforce cruelty like a fascist, or you can use it to overpower the forces of cruelty in the world. Let us choose to employ our might for the latter. In 2009, I went to work full-time for an animal rights organization. My work usually entailed outreach on college campuses or cultural events like concerts and festivals. My teams and I would generally try to engage people about the benefits of veganism or ask them to support specific animal rights campaigns. At the time, I was not yet into heavy weightlifting and did not routinely spend time in the gym. At best, I did calisthenics semi-regularly, and I used a portable pull-up bar for pull-ups and push-ups when traveling. I ran some, too, nothing too specialized or goal-oriented, a few miles here or there. Nevertheless, that slight fitness edge over my coworkers who were less physically active often helped me reach more people to talk about issues, sign petitions, or take action against animal cruelty. People who would pass some of my coworkers by as they approached them often would not pass me by when I approached them. Sometimes assholes taunted my colleagues by eating meat in front of them, emphatically and on purpose. No one ever dared to do this to me. People often asked me if I was really vegan, and the frequency of that question only increased as I eventually got into heavy weightlifting. Within a week of starting the job, I was asked to manage traveling teams as my bosses noticed that as soon as I joined the team, the behavior of everyone changed, and they observed the responses of our audience in the field when I approached people there. It is undeniable. Might makes a difference in getting people to listen, whether you like it or not. Every time someone out there encounters a strong vegan, they are forced to question their inner notions of what vegans are really like. So let's get strong.